Hello nieces and niestos, how are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm SavingsFashionista, and over here we do mainly things fragrance, whether it's body or home. And today I would like to share with you my fragrance combinations that I wore starting the week of December the 8th. Yeah, the 8th. So if you're interested in hearing all about those fragrance combinations, please stay tuned. All right, so you guys, let's just jump right into it. Starting on Sunday, I started off with one of my favorites from Bath & Body Works that was released last year. It is in stores now, and I just picked up a backup set. This is Strawberry Pound Cake. It has fragrance notes of juicy strawberry, whipped cream, ice, bergamot. This is one of those fragrances that's just an easy wear. You don't have to think about it. You just put it on, wear it, smell sweet, and go. So I paired it with this cutie right here. This is Vanille by SoliNotes. This was recommended by my good fragrance Judy here on YouTube and Instagram, Devin. So I paired it with this, and this is just a super gourmand. It reminds me of vanilla, a sugary vanilla abstract. This is so good. So that was my fragrance combination for Sunday. Basic, but so good. All right, now moving on into Monday. Monday, I started off with one of my all-time favorite body butters, but it can be a little cloying because this is so strong. This is probably one of the strongest body butters that Bath & Body Works carry. This is the Champagne Apple and Honey. Started off with that, and I paired it with this DIY oil. This is the fragrance Lamar by Kahajal, inspired by Lamar by Kahajal. This is my own little make of the oil. You can check the card above for my DIY fragrance oils. All the information will be disclosed in that video. So I went in with those two moisturizers on Monday. And my fragrances that I wore on Monday were Amorous Intense from Navitus in collaboration with AI the Great. And this is a bougie, grown lady, it girl, Jolly Ranch in a bottle. This is so good, and I get tons of compliments on it. This is my favorite one out of her collection of collaborations with Navitus, this Amorous Intense, and I went ahead and I paired it with the fragrance Lamar Kahajal. I was just being a bit extra because the oil is pretty fragranted itself, and I just smelled so good on this day. And when I pair fragrances and I can get whiffs of everything that I'm wearing, I love that. I still could get sniffs of the Champagne Apple and Honey that was close to skin. I could smell the Amorous Intense as well as the pineapple from Kahajal, and it was just good. Enjoyed that. So moving on into Tuesday. Tuesday, I started off in the shower, of course, with my Coco Shea, my honey comb from the Coco Shea line. You know, they didn't have any of this in store on Body Care Day, but I'm glad that I was able to get backups at another time. But I did want to pick up one more, and I went in with the mist and the lotion. The fragrance that I wore on Tuesday is New York Forever by Bun No. 9. Y'all know this is my #1 fragrance house. Really enjoyed it. I've been contemplating over this fragrance since it released. Finally decided to add it to the collection, and I am not mad about it. This smells so good. You get your cinnamon, your honey. This is top tier. This smells so good, and it's perfect for this time of year, and it's definitely a unisex fragrance. So again, fragrance for Tuesday was New York Forever by Bun No. 9. All right, moving on into Wednesday, you guys. I was really excited for this day because I paired this oil that I had just gotten in the mail Monday, and I was so excited about getting it because I've been trying to get my hand on some of these oils for the longest. And this is the Sugar Plum from Brown Sugar Babe. So I went in with this. This smells so good. You get the fruitiness in it. You get that rich plum note. If you are a person that enjoy plum, you want to get this. This smells so good. This would pair with anything with plum in it, any cherry. I think it may even pair good with a strawberry note, but I paired this. So the fragrance that I paired with the Sugar Plum body oil is Narcotic Delight from Initio. This is so good, you guys. This is a cherry forward fragrance, but it has this booziness and it has a tobacco quality to it that is just so good. This is really good. When I first smelled it in store, I knew that I wanted it. When my SA got it in, she called and told me I came and sampled it, but I think it was either warm or was about to get warm, and I was like, well, I'll just wait. I waited, got it in my collection a couple months ago, and I'm not mad about it, and my husband is not either, because he smelled me on that day and he was like, what are you wearing? That smells so good. So he and I, we will be smelling really good with this on this season. So that was my fragrance combination for Wednesday. Now moving on into Thursday, I started off with this DIY Hufflepuff body oil that I made myself. And this is a lemony gourmand fragrance. So I started off with this oil. Then I went in with an inspired oil from Fragrant Body Oils, and this is the Maui in a bottle inspired banana 37 body butter, and it smells so close to it. This smells so good, you guys. I hate that they did not have this in a 4 ounce, because I would have gotten it in a 4 ounce. It smells so good. So I went in with that moisturizer as well, and the fragrances that I wore with that is none other than the Maui in a bottle Sweet Banana by K.I. which I wish she would bring out in a full size, as well as the Bun Bun Benet by Le Gourmand. This smells so good. This is like a musky gourmand fragrance. It has musky qualities, but it has gourmand qualities to it as well. It smells like it has like some type of nutty note in it, along with that banana note. Oh, this smells really good. So I paired those two together, and that was my fragrance combination for Thursday. And I smelled so good. Really enjoyed it. All right, moving into Friday, you guys. I went in again with my strawberry snowflake body care items from Bath and Body Works. And I put on a little of the Sugar Plum. This kind of like dominated the strawberry, so I'm not really sure if this plum, I'm sure it does mix really well, but I really couldn't pick up on the plum and the strawberry at the same time, because this right here, this is some strong stuff. You can actually wear these as fragrances. So I went in with the Sugar Plum, and the fragrance that I wore was the Burberry Her. This does have a strawberry note in it, but it just wasn't prominent enough. I was getting like some of the other berries, and I get the white florals in this as well, but it paired really well together. So that was my fragrance combination for Friday. Now Friday evening, you guys, I went in with this Delphinus, and this is on my wish list. This is one of the latest fragrance from Creed. This is the one in the orange bottle, and this smells so good. It has like an orris note in it. It has some sandalwood. This smells so good. It has like this leathery note in it. I think it has some iris in it as well. This is good. I do want this fragrance. It is a balanced unisex fragrance, and it smells like one of those fragrances that you can just wear year round, and it's really nice. So I went in with this body oil on Friday night, but I paired it with this Iris Malacon from Mason Corvelli. I've had this in my collection a long time. I think I've had it maybe like 4 years now, but I kind of like forgot that I had it, you guys, and I was just kind of like looking around to see what I could pair with the Delphinus body oil, and I'm like, this would be perfect because this has an orris, of course, iris note. It has some leathery notes in it, and you can pick up that vanilla, but it's not the gourmand type of vanilla. It's like that rich, deep plant type of vanilla. But this is a great fragrance, you guys. It is really good. Really enjoyed that fragrance combination for Friday night. Now moving on into Saturday, you guys, I have been in the house all day just lounging around, and I got ready to just take a shower to just refresh myself. And this fragrance was inspired by Boho Guru Lexi. And the reason it was inspired because she was sharing her candle haul, and you guys know that Vanilla Balsam is one of my favorite winter candles from Bath and Body Works. So much so I tend to buy quite a few of them. This year I bought a crate of them. So when she was doing her haul, she said, "Ooh, this would be nice to have a fragrance." So of course my wheels went to rolling, and I started thinking, how could I create that? So I don't have like a balsam fragrance, but I do have like this like cedarwood winter type of fragrance that I just added to the collection. So let me tell you what I did to try to recreate it. And it wasn't vanilla balsam, but I did enjoy the fragrance combination. So I started in the shower, of course, and I forgot to bring it, but I used the lavender and peppermint calming body wash, the moisturizing body wash that they now have at Bath and Body Works. And I went in with this body scrub that I picked up from Trader Joe's. I wish I had gotten more of these. I got 2 for myself. This is so good, you guys. This is much better than the chocolate one that they released last year. This one has like a lathering effect to it, and it is not overly minty, but I love how it is abrasive as far as the granules in the product. Really enjoyed that, and it does have a sweetness to it. So I went in with this body scrub, and I went in with these 2 moisturizing body butters. One is a Cloud, which made it not as heavy, and this one is a Shea moisturizing butter. This is the Escapade Gourmand, inspired from, come on, let's focus, inspired from fragrant oils, you guys. So I went in with that, and it smells a lot like the Escapade Gourmand. Then I went in with the Twisted Peppermint, just to give it that wintertime peppery note. Now I know peppermint and pine is 2 different things, but I said we're gonna try it. So I went in with those 2 items as my moisturizer. And the fragrance that I use the Amorous by Ellis Brooklyn. And this is a fragrance, I think it has like a cedarwood note in it, and it has this muskiness undertone. It's something about Ellis Brooklyn's fragrances that I think has this same little note throughout all of them, with the exception of a few. But I have a couple fragrances that has this same underlying little note, and I don't know what it is. I think it's some form of musk. But this right here is a wintertime fragrance. It has like the cedar woods and the cypress note in it. Not exactly a balsam, but I think it was close enough to it. So I paired it with the Escapade Gourmand fragrance, and it was nice. It didn't give me vanilla balsam vibes, but it was nice. I tried those. But Lexi, if you come up with some, girl, let me know about it. So those were my fragrance combinations for the week of December the 8th. I want to thank you guys so very much for coming back, supporting the channel. You are appreciated. And do not forget, you, yes you are great. Bye-bye.